Hey guys, Merry Christmas. Sorry I haven't had any videos in a while. Had the flu, had a lot going on at work, a lot of stuff going on, so getting back into it and going to be starting some more Patreon videos. In fact, this video is going to focus on Egidijus Kavaliaskis's technique and the way that he moves around with his active guard. And then I'll have a video on my Patreon tomorrow talking about the adjustments that Crawford made during the course of the fight to overcome the very, very talented Kavaliaskis. Actually, this has been my favorite fight of all year, I think. It's probably not really, but I can't think of another fight that I want to watch right now. I've just been enjoying watching this fight, going over it. I think that Mean Machine is actually the best fighter that Crawford's ever faced. And very likely, if Kavaliaskis can overcome this loss, which he has a lot of losses in the amateurs, so he has a good shot at it, he might wind up being, the second best welterweight in the division. I think he beats somebody like Danny Garcia. He probably beats Sean Porter. I think he actually would smash Sean Porter. And he beats Keith Thurman. I think he beat all three of those guys. And Manny Pacquiao, he doesn't count. He's like the god of the welterweights. So any fight he wants, he gets, whatever. So we don't rank him. But very, very good fighter also. And that would be a dope fight to see, Pacquiao versus Kavaliaskis. But anyway, the first thing we're going to focus on is Kavaliaskis' active guard. And now look at how as he crosses his head from one side to the other, Crawford tries to catch him with the jab, right? And Crawford's just testing him. This is 8 seconds into the fight. And immediately, both of these very, very talented fighters are testing each other, asking each other questions, right? Kavaliaskis is trying to get onto his front foot, right? And Crawford's saying, hey, man, I don't want you there. What do you think about this when you get your head in that position? What do you think, right? Going through, and as you see here, Kavaliaskis wants to get to the outside, right? This is the position he's going to be in when he lands a right hand. This is also going to be the position that he wants to get into before he crosses his weight back over and throws either a hook, a cross, or a jab to the body. Now this position against a southpaw is very, very, very important, and we'll kind of go ahead and through the video and start showing you why. I don't know why that's down like that, but let's get these all open so I can just close them. So in the next scene, 5 seconds later, Kavaliaskis going to the outside again, inside, outside. Oh, Crawford feints him, so he goes back to the inside, right? Then to the outside, and Crawford tries to attack him, right? Crawford knows the value of getting your weight on the front foot. It's all you fight about when you're fighting against a southpaw. You don't want your opponent to get on their weight on the front foot because it opens up so many punches for them. It also allows them to take lead foot dominance. So Kavaliaskis doing a good job of not getting attacked, understanding that he's in danger there, and then immediately going back to that position, trying to get his weight to the outside so that he can cross his weight back over. Now notice how he does that. Even though Crawford's threatening that position, right, he goes back all the way over this way to conceal that when he transfers his weight back, he's going to throw this jab. And he throws it right when Crawford looks to control him on his weight transition, right? Front foot. And then as he's crossing his way to the back foot, Crawford goes to control him and say, hey, don't attack me here. But Kavaliaskis has seen Crawford use the lead hand already, probing, controlling him, and he immediately starts going for his own cross while, again, taking advantage of the active guard to set his shots up and find free attacks and powerful attacks as well. They're not just free, but there's a lot of power in those shots when you can constantly be transitioning your weight from one side to the other. Now Kavaliaskis again doing the same thing, trying to get his weight to the front foot so that he can transfer his weight back to the back foot through his jab, right? Again, the same motion, just trying to get his weight from one side to the other so that he can get to the outside and then find a target as he rotates his weight back through across his body and also across Crawford's line, right? But just a great technique, right? Or he has just great boxing technique. I'm also actually going to be doing a video on his fight against David Avenesanyan or something. I don't know. But it's a fantastic fight. It's going to be for my $10 patrons. And I'm going to be talking about boxing, positioning, the two positions in boxing, how to slip punches, and the importance of utilizing these techniques. So check out my Patreon. That video will also be going up tomorrow. And yeah, let's keep going into the Crawford fight. But doing a great job, again, of doing the same exact thing, right? Crossing his weight. Whoops. Crossing his weight from one side to the other. And after he lands that jab to the body here, we got to watch it again, sorry. After landing that jab to the body, and then bringing his weight from the front foot to the back foot, he goes right back on his job, right? Boom, front foot, back foot, back foot. And Crawford, again, looking to stop him from getting his weight to the outside. And now, as Kavaliauskas sees that that's happening, when he goes to transfer his weight to the outside, Crawford makes an attack, right? And breaks some of the rules. As you can see, he's not transferring his weight back, right? He gets stuck on the front foot when he throws his jab here, and Kavaliauskas is able to take his weight, again, from the front foot to the back foot, through his cross right there, and doing a great job of continuing to use this motion to transfer his weight and land attacks against Crawford. And again, a great cross right there. But Crawford also breaking the rules a little bit by putting himself into a bad position and not adhering to the weight transfers. But again, Kavaliauskas, a very good fighter. Don't underestimate him, you guys. He's very, very talented. But now we're going to break down the knockdown and also how that weight transfer and the flow of the fight started to favor Egidijus, Mr. Mean Machine. So watch Crawford on the front foot, back foot, front foot, and then Egidijus attacks him, right? Now, we saw front foot, back foot, front foot. Now watch Egidijus doing the same thing, right? Front foot, back foot, front foot, right? And he's going to transfer his weight when he goes through this motion, right, to the front foot and then to the back foot off of his jab, right? Again, he's doing the same motion, but now he's lining up his weight transitions with Crawford's so that he can start getting the free shots. Notice that Crawford is he's holding his weight on his back foot, right? Also because Egidijus is attacking Crawford when he gets on that front foot, right? So when Crawford's here, Egidijus is looking to land his left cross that he landed against Crawford in the last scene, as well as these body shots that he's landing here. So those body shots, as you can see Crawford's positioning here, Crawford's on the back foot. So that allows, because Kavaliauskas has control of the lead foot, he's able to, for the most part, to keep Crawford on the back foot. He knows where Crawford's head is going to be when he's on the back foot because he's paying attention to how Crawford is blocking these body shots in these left hands. So Egidijus is able to do the same thing. Crawford's back foot, front foot, and then as he's going to the front foot, right, because Crawford's staying on the back foot, because Kavaliauskas is attacking him when he's on the front foot with the crosses and all that, he's able to feint him, get him to move to the back foot, and then attack him with an overhand right. Just beautifully set up against Crawford. And this is the shot that actually hurt him and put him down. But Kavaliauskas, you guys, is a very, very good fighter. He needs to work on his speed a little bit. I don't want to say speed, but not having to commit all his weight to every weight transfer. I think that was a big problem for him in this fight. But let's go ahead and just watch this again. Outside, inside, and then again, weight transfer, right? So when he gets his weight, he's on his way to the other side, and then he transfers his weight, boom, when he takes that step to the back foot again. Continuing to use those weight transfers and then to set up his shots. And again, this is the same position that he was in when the left cross came, right? Or when the left jab to the body. This is the same position that Crawford wound up in, except that he didn't have his left hand extended trying to catch the right hand once he realized it was a right hand. But Egidijus did a good job of rounding it and really catching and clocking Crawford. Just a fantastic performance from him in the beginning of the fight. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything else to talk about this fight, but well, about Egidijus and his I don't know what his first name is. I know they didn't say it like that, but Kavaliauskas, just a very, very talented fighter, you guys. I was really, really, really impressed, and I can't wait to see this guy fight again. It's unfortunate that this guy wasn't able to pick up any titles before fighting Crawford, because people are just not going to appreciate how good of a fighter Kavaliauskas really is, unless he winds up kind of, cleaning out the welterweight division, which I think he definitely has the potential to do. I think there are a lot of really good fights for him. But also, again, the weight transfer, I don't know if I pointed that out, but the weight transfers disguise your punches as well, right? So Crawford, again, thinks it's going to be another jab or a cross or whatever. So you can see him blocking with the right hand to the body, right? Thinking it's going to be a jab or a cross. I'm getting caught. Just a brilliant fight, a brilliant fight. Anyway, I think I'm kind of just jammering on. But I'm going to be doing some boxing training with Theo, and we're going to be recording a new video. Wait, this is actually not the last clip. Oh, I missed a clip. That's why. So actually, this is the most important clip, the one that I actually wanted to talk about. I almost skipped it completely. I was like, what's going on? So Kavaliauskas is on his grind, right? Controlling front foot. Crawford tries to control him, so he controls back foot, front foot. And then as he goes back foot, front foot, right? Boom. He uses his weight transfer to land that shot. And Crawford is just a little bit too slow. But also, because Kavaliauskas has such great slipping, right? Because he transfers his weight and slips so well, he's able to get off the line that he was on after landing that shot and get to a safe zone. And now Crawford is not in any position to attack Kavaliauskas. He's completely safe. But Crawford says, oh no, I'm going to come forward, I'm going to come get you. And he winds up getting hit with this two-piece. Now, what I want to talk about this two-piece right here, why he's able to do this, is because of his weight transitions when he's going front foot, back foot, right? So he's on the front foot here with his jab, right? And when he lands the jab, he rotates his weight to his back foot. Now, look at his front foot, how he takes that step back, right? Just watch his front foot. So front foot, back foot, and now he's jumping back, shuffling his feet, right? You don't really want to do this. This is not great technique, right? You want to just move off the line, but he's completely safe. But Crawford looks to press the issue by transferring his weight back and coming through with his own jab and shuffling his weight. So, as Kavaliauskas jumps back from his front foot, he lands on his back foot, and then he throws a perfect left cross as he's transferring his weight from the front foot to the back foot, and then immediately transfers his weight from the back foot to the front foot. This is just such absolute beautiful boxing. It's almost perfect. I mean, I don't think you could ever hope to teach anyone how to do this like combination any better. It was just absolutely brilliant. But as he's coming back, right? So front foot, front foot, all his weight's on the front foot right here, and as he transfers it back, he finds a way to land a perfect left hook right there into a perfect overhand right on the chin. Just beautiful. So come back to the Patreon channel if you guys are interested. I'm going to be talking about, in the David Avanesyan fight, how he's able to do this type of stuff with his technique, the different rules for your positioning. I'm going to be calling them position 1 and position 2, and talking about how they affect the fight and your opponent. It's going to be a very, very long-form video on Kavaliauskas. And yeah, and then I also have a video in my Patreon for the $1 pledgers. Thank you to everyone who pledges and helps me out. I really appreciate it. But it'll be for the $1 pledgers as well as the $10, right? It'll be talking about the adjustments that Crawford made. It's not going to be a super in-depth fight or video, but it'll be about 10 minutes long, talking about the adjustments that Crawford made and how he was able to overcome Kavaliauskas, because this guy is a mean machine, you guys. I actually thought there was a good chance he would knock Crawford out. That's how good of a fighter this guy is. And I have Crawford in my top 10 pound for pound. I have him in my top 5. He's just very, very talented. But anyway, also this week I'm going to be looking to get some boxing drills up, teaching people how to slip punches properly, and you'll be learning to slip punches like Kavaliauskas, and also some technique drills that'll help you with your coordination. I think a lot of people don't focus enough on coordination. They focus only on the actual punches they're going to throw, but there are many, many, many more positions in boxing than just the ones that you practice throwing punches out of. And it's very, very important that you understand what position you want to be in and how to get into this position, whatever. But anyway, check out my Patreon. I really appreciate the feedback. I really appreciate the all the support. And I hope that I can make any of your guys' boxing experience, either whether it be watching or training or fighting or competing, just a little bit better. Anyway, thanks guys.